Uber, the bad, and the good. How does that work? Well, after 30 hours of traveling from home in Jersey to Sydney, Australia, a few hours on the flight, few hours moving, transiting between different airports, I was rather looking forward to getting picked up by my pre-booked Uber taxi, that new service that was advertised and promoted to say, this is amazing. You can now get the full star service of somebody picking you up from the airport without the queue, without the worry of anybody else, and without the price tag. How exciting! I'd booked my pre-booked Uber before I traveled, arrived in Sydney, got directed to the thousands and hundreds of people waiting in the queue, find my lane, when suddenly I looked at the app and I had told them that I was coming at a certain time. I was already an hour late in that flight, waiting for my bags. So the taxi drivers should have been waiting there for quite a while. Instead, when I opened my app, the taxi drivers was 40 minutes away. I'm like, what? Where are you? Try to message, try to ring, no one answering. After probably about 10 messages and 10 missed calls, and waiting there for a good 15, 20 minutes, queuing and understanding what was happening with all the bays and the drivers and the Ubers, I've asked that lady, where is my driver? I had it here. I knew the number and the plate, and suddenly it was gone. So I called this lady saying, could you help me? I don't understand. Where is the driver? She said, there's no driver waiting for you. And I'm like, yeah, of course there is. I've just booked it. I've just booked it. You can imagine that after 30 hours traveling, I was a little bit tired. And all I wanted to do is jump in that cab. Instead, the taxi driver cancelled me. It cancelled the whole booking. You can imagine how I felt at that time. My head exploded. It was just like, what is going on? Why are they promising something and it's not being delivered? Luckily, the technology and the digital experience of Uber took over. Realizing that my booking had been cancelled, searching for a new driver, and finding somebody within 15 minutes, I was getting picked up. That poor little gentleman got an earful, not from me, for him, but about Uber and that experience. All I wanted was to get that experience that I was promised, and this didn't happen. This little gentleman was lovely. He explained how busy the airport was, that they only had so many staffs on, and he was very apologetic, but not his fault. Of course, it wasn't. So, Uber, although the experience ended up to be very pleasant indeed, and we got there within 20 minutes, the beginning of it wasn't what expected. And I promise you, I will not try again, just with the fear that's happened to me again. When you arrive in a country that you don't know, the last thing you want is somebody letting you down. So please, just check your service. If you are going to promise something, make sure you deliver it. Make sure you've got drivers who actually are going to be there for your customers and not passing you on because they took another job and then suddenly it's not convenient, just not good enough. It's a good job that little Chinese man came to pick me up and actually made the whole experience lovely. So thank you very much for eventually getting me to my place. But hey, be careful. Don't promise anything that you can't deliver.